So guys, here are some of the headlines for today. Nigerians react as Igbos in Sudan lament discrimination by Buhari government in ongoing evacuation exercise. So guys, we all know there was this video that, was making round on Twitter where an Igbo man was crying out that they were asked to come down from the bus because they are Igbos, People were asked to board buses according to their states of origin, and some of the people from the southeast were asked to leave the bus. So guys, this is really a bad news. Really, this is a sad one for Nigeria at this moment when we really need to unify ourselves. Look at what is happening. Senator Shehu Sani, in the beginning we will create millions of jobs. In the middle, we have created millions of jobs. In the end, it's not our responsibility to create jobs. So guys, we all know that Femi Adesina was on the television where he told Nigerians that it is not Buhari's duty to create jobs for the Nigerian people. And we all know how Buhari once made promises that he was going to lift up millions of Nigerians from poverty. They were going to create millions of jobs. Now that he's leaving office, he's telling Nigerians that it is not his job to provide us with job opportunities. So guys, that's the kind of government we voted in for. And people saw all this, and some people still went and stood behind APC. I mean, some Nigerian youths are still dancing to the music that the APC is beating for them. It's so shameful. Police nab suspected Yahoo boy in Port Harcourt after complaints from Hungary. This is not looking good for Nigeria, for other countries to start making complaints on how Nigerian boys are duping them online. I think this is not a good story, honestly. Let's try to work hard. There's dignity in labor, and that is what the obedience stands for. Peter Obi is all about moving from consumption to production. So it's all about labor. Let's try to work hard. There's dignity in labor. Northerners slam Ohanaeze, condemn call for IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu's release. So guys, we all know that Chief Iwanyanwu is now the new president for the Ohanaeze Ndigbo. And in his latest speech, he was begging Buhari to release Nnamdi Kanu. And you can see that the Northerners are condemning that. They don't want Nnamdi Kanu to be freed. For me, I think it's better they release him, because the more you hold him, the more you are causing problem in the southeast. When you go to the southeast, nothing is working. There are so many security challenges just because Nnamdi Kanu is still in the prison. So please, I think it would be a nice time for Buhari to just release him. Some presidents of the world, when they are leaving office, they try to pardon some prisoners, set them free. I think this is a very good opportunity for Buhari to do that. Sheyi Tinubu paid 11 million for London property Buhari regime seized from Desiani ally Kola Oluko. So guys, we are all familiar with this topic, that the property that Buhari's government tried to seize in the name of corruption fighting, at the end of the day, it was sold to Tinubu's son. So that's the shady game that we see in the Nigerian politics. And that is why Peter Obi says politics in Nigeria is transactional. It's about who is the highest bidder, who has the money. So guys, it's really so appalling. Organ harvesting. ECOWAS Parliament writes UK court seek clemency for Ekweremadu. Honestly, this must be commended. I mean it. This is a good news. ECOWAS, thank you so much for lending your voice to save Ekweremadu's life. So guys, we all know that what Ekweremadu did was wrong. But there's always this desperation when it comes to one losing his or her child. So you can imagine that he was just trying to rescue the life of his daughter, but look at where it landed him to. So I just pray that the UK will listen and release him so that he will go scot-free. We have fulfilled our promise of change to Nigerians. Buhari. Bubu say he has fulfilled all that he promised Nigerians to change the narrative for Nigeria. Buhari said he has done all he promised us. So guys, this is coming from our president who is about leaving the office. For 8 years, Buhari stayed as the president of Nigeria without impacting the lives of Nigerians. Look at hardship everywhere. We have all these people that didn't go to school. Buhari does not know where his Wike certificate is. Yet he came to become the president of, Nigeria, that is 200 plus million people. So guys, this was how the Buhari's government, took Nigeria 10 years backward. Instead of forward, we are moving backward. But I just hope that the judiciary will intervene so that Peter Obi and Dati Ahmed will come to rescue Nigeria. So guys, these are some of the headlines I want to share with you guys. I'll be sharing with you another video. Please just take your time, relax and watch this video. Don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others. I beg you to subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell for more uploads. Give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others, and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you.
The People's Democratic Party and Labour Party have separately responded to the President Muhammadu Buhari's comment that the APC won the election because opposition political parties were overconfident. He was receiving the Progressives governors, that's APC governors, in Abuja when he said so. And in his words, he says that a combination of overconfidence, complacency, and bad tactical moves made them lose. Plain and clear, this has created more problems in their camp. Why did they fail to remove us? He said that they were already telling their foreign backers that they would defeat the APC. Our party blended confidence with caution. We worked hard and then we won. Well, for the PDP, in reaction, they are calling on the international community to impose visa ban on Buhari as soon as he leaves office.
Having clearly undermined democracy in Nigeria, the PDP calls on the international community to accordingly impose sanctions, including visa ban and travel restrictions on President Buhari and his family immediately he vacates office on May 29, 2023. The PDP also demand an open investigation into the roles played by President Buhari in undermining of democracy in Nigeria in the 2019 election and the 2023 presidential election.
And for the Labour Party, he said that the president of the magnitude of violence, ballot snuffing, snatching and manipulations of results from the collation centers using security agencies, which included police, army, amongst others, as well as thugs to manipulate elections in favor of the ruling party. Again, the current APC president-elect, Bola Tinubu, didn't win the election because they said election, particularly the presidential election, was manipulated and rigged beyond comprehension. They continue to say that Mr. President is completely wrong and they believe that he was ill advised. He was erroneous for him to say that opposition parties lost election because of overconfidence. Now let's see how people are finding this on the space of the internet. Coming first from Senator Shehu Sani, he's saying that the president mocking the opposition for the elections instead of kind words of encouragement as a leader. He has forgotten the same path he took before God blessed him with leadership. He has forgotten those who lost their lives and the widows and orphans left behind before his emergence. Ifoma says it shows that he connived with INEC and Bola Tinubu to carry out the electoral heist on the 25th of February, a failure extraordinary. Shehu says Tinubu did not attend any of the presidential town hall meetings for 2023 election. Tinubu did not appear on any national television to articulate his policies to Nigerians before the election. Tinubu attended rallies to dance and goof, yet Buhari said APC worked hard to win the 2023 elections. Asiwaju Son tweeting and responding to Shehu Sani, who says Buhari needs to remember how he also emerged. He's saying that he said what he said, deal with it. He's finishing his tenure already. What else is left to sugarcoat? Character CID tweeting at Pentecost1961 says, let them publish the result from their agent and then that of IREB result. The abrupt end to the Twitter space of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, over the weekend has been generating reactions from social media users. Now, Twitter space is basically hosting an event, but on Twitter. So the NDLEA had a Twitter space to discuss the glamorization of substance abuse in the entertainment industry and what impact it has on the society, particularly young persons. They called for perspectives at a trip joined to ask what the agency was doing, and then they should beam their searchlight on police and military barracks. And then he asked what they were doing about the indictment of the president-elect Asiwaju Bola Tinubu in drugs. Apparently, their network went bad and the space ended when the spokesperson Femi Babafemi was making an effort to be in charge.
In a civilized country where things work, I will tell you that you have done nothing. You have even created more trouble for Nigerians. Because one, the only industry that is working is the entertainment industry for now, that has landed Nigeria's name in the highest space. Why don't you take your campaign of drug abuse to the military barracks, to the police barracks, to the barracks, to the places where government have more influence? And we have seen a presidential candidate in this country under the APC being accused in another country for forfeiting millions of naira in the issues of job, and you people have not done anything to it.
Please,
you have not done anything to it.
This conversation, please.
It's the same conversation.
No,
it's the same conversation.
Please, I'm the one hosting. Please listen to me. Your question, please, let's limit it to what you asked a question about NDLEA going to military barracks, to police barracks. I'm sure definitely you just stumbled on this space. If you have been following our, I appreciate.
And that was how the space ended. Reacting to that is Omoize, who says NDLEA knows who the perpetrators are and they can never go after them. Where is NDLEA when Tinubu was mentioned for drugs and drug-related crimes? We are not ready to fight for what's truly ours. More reactions coming in from Macho, who says, just imagine you're discussing drugs, but you want to limit the criteria upon which you describe drugs. This is why Nigeria cannot grow. It is high time we called a spade a spade. Chimeze Cyril says, Oga rest, network no worry all this while. Now when them table Escobar matter, network can't get issues. So apparently he was responding to someone who said it was based on network. That was why the space ended. So also reacting is Field Marshal, who says that the Twitter user is chasing clout, and he says you will surely get it. Might come in a different way, shape and color. And so our final story for today, we have to begin this with these videos of the Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike pre and post election.
But to leave PDP, we get malaria, go APC, we get cancer. Come, and the state of the cancer, whether for APC, now the fourth stage, where they say, doctor the talk say, it they hard. If I want to say, now first, make it call God, say, okay, it don't happen. I can't believe that somebody will come out in today's Nigeria and say, I want to continue where Mr. Buhari has stopped. May God forgive. May God never allow that people to continue to.
A few moments later.
The elections have come and gone. The winner has emerged, and therefore it is necessary for all Nigerians to rally around to give the necessary support for the interests of Nigeria. People can't wait till May 29th to see that the president has been inaugurated. I'm confident that he has what it takes to turn Nigeria around. I have that confidence.
The last video was Wike at the Defense House in Abuja to say hello to Tinubu on his victory while calling for support for him to achieve good governance. Let's see how Tweeps found this on the internet. Well, Victor is saying that he has added cancer to the malaria. He is now fully ready to wreak havoc on the health and well-being of our precious Niger child. Presley says, now G2 PDP governor, no longer G5. Makinde was also there, by the way. And he says Governor Wike is the most shameless governor in the history of Rivers State. He called APC cancer and PDP malaria. Today, he has joined the cancer group because of position. Comrade Okosun says there is no room for emotion-laden decisions in politics. Nyesom Wike is strategically positioning himself politically for the future. It's a game of interest, no permanent friends or foes. Diplomacy 101. And then Sound God is saying that Wike said he was too big to be the vice president, but he is lobbying for ministerial appointment now.
So guys, you can see the actions of our desperate politicians. You know, these people, they don't have any other job. They don't have an office. They don't have a business. All they know is to, keep enjoying the money that is meant for the whole Nigerians. A few human beings are the ones, enjoying the money. Once they've tested this money, they are not ready to leave office. You can see that Wike is also desperate to remain in politics, because if he leaves office now, where is he going to? Does he have a shop? Does he have an office? He's a lawyer, but has he ever practiced, even if I should ask? So some of them don't even know where to start going to after staying in office. It's very clear that they don't have any other handwork if not to stay in public offices and keep embezzling public funds and sending their children abroad. We all know that Wike's children are not in Nigeria. So that's why sometimes he comes out and talks the way he talks, because he knows his children's future is secure. Yeah, he has tried in erecting some projects in Rivers State. But I tell you, the last election, Wike sold himself for nothing. The last election, during the presidential election, we all saw what happened in Rivers State, because he just wanted to remain in politics. That's why he went to that extent. Instead of him to support Peter Obi, Wike betrayed Peter Obi. You can imagine if Wike had come out to support Peter Obi, as in back him up, and then Peter Obi will gain maximum votes, from Rivers State. You can imagine what that would have translated to. We all know that Lagos, Kaduna, Port Harcourt, these are some of the top states where you have a large number of voters during election. So you can imagine if Wike had really supported Peter Obi, honestly, it would have been a welcoming development. But see, he decided to go for Tinubu, and look at who he's supporting. Somebody that is not feeling well. He's now telling Nigerians to support Tinubu. Oh my God, I've not seen this kind of thing before. I've not seen it. Nigerian politicians are ready to go to any length. They are ready to do anything. They are ready to pay any amount of money to make their way through, as in to find themselves in places of power. And once they grab power, they are not ready to leave it. You can see some of them from governor, they will go to Senate. From Senate, they will go back to governorship. From there, they will come back to Senate. And some of them will stay in the Senate for 20-something years. They are not leaving, just like other African leaders who are president and they've been there for 30 years. They are not willing to leave. That's what some of our politicians are doing. But honestly, obedience, we must change this. We must retire these politicians. A new Nigeria is possible, and we all know that a new Nigeria is possible. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you.